So let's go through this. Billy, whose turn, brother, today?
Sister Chandrika.
Sister, Sairam, sister, please start.
Sairam. Sairam. So today, my group members and I, we are doing Namavali 4, which is Om Śri Varadāya Namaḥ, Om Śri Sāi Varadāya Namaḥ. And just want to give you a preamble to the term Varadāya. I'll read. The concept of the bestower of boons in Vaishnavism and the Puranas emphasizes the role of divine figures and deities, particularly Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva, in granting wishes and blessings to their devotees. This title signifies, this Varadāya Namaḥ signifies the deity's generous nature as they fulfill desires and provide support and safety in the lives of worshippers. Various other deities, they include Parvati, Ganesha, Surya. They're all recognized for their ability to bestow special favors, reflecting a deep connection between the divine and the desires of the faithful. Next. Next, Brother Billy. Yeah. It's not just in Hinduism that we see this, but in Buddhism as well. Both of them are, of course, very, very interrelated. The concept of the bestower of boons is also symbolized through the Varada mudra. This mudra is a common gesture in Buddhist iconography and practice, and often performed with the left hand. But in Buddha images, one will find Buddha seated sometimes using his right hand in Varada mudra. It can be seen to be performed in both sitting and standing positions. The Varada mudra is associated with Ratnasambhava, one of the 5 Dhyani Buddhas, who embodies the wisdom of equality and generosity. I'm sure Brother Billy Fong, I'm sure you are familiar with this, Ratnasambhava. Are you?
Yeah, this is something I'm hearing for the first time.
Oh, okay. It's one of them, supposed to be the 5 one of the 5 Dhyani Buddhas. Okay. Both traditions emphasize the importance of humility, devotion, and the benevolent nature of the divine in granting boons and blessings to devotees. Okay, next. The Varada mudra is often combined with the Abhaya mudra, which represents fearlessness. Abhaya, you can see, with the palm outstretched there, that's Abhaya. Abhaya is actually more common. Everyone knows Abhaya. Very few people know about Varada. Anyway, this combination, strangely, is also called Seigan Semu In or Yogan Semu in Japan. And this mudra is quite international in nature and has spread across various countries. In a seated position, the Varada mudra may also be accomplished by the Dhyana mudra, which represents meditation. And Dhyana mudra, I'm sure all of you are familiar. It is seen in the picture. So you find a combination of Varada and Abhaya, as well as Varada and Dhyana. Next. Mahalakshmi, of course, is so popularly known for her Varada mudra, as she is the grantor of boons, especially, for the Hindus, she is the ultimate. However, Varada mudra, or the hand indicating giver of boons, is seen in many countless forms of the divine, and it's not just specific to the goddess Lakshmi. Next. The Varada mudra can bring about a positive attitude through both the act of praying to a deity depicted with the Varada mudra, and also by you, this is something I didn't know anyway, by you holding the mudra yourself during meditation or prayer. Here's how both approaches work. Let's look at the reasons for praying to a deity with Varada mudra, like Lakshmi, for instance. Invocation of blessings. When you pray to a deity depicted with a Varada mudra, you invoke their blessings of generosity, compassion, and fulfillment of wishes. The deity symbolizes the divine qualities you aspire to cultivate in your life. Also, the deity with Varada mudra is a symbolic inspiration. It serves as a powerful visual reminder of the virtues of compassion and selfless giving. It inspires you to embody these qualities in your actions and attitudes. So those are the reasons for praying to a deity with Varada Mudra. Next. Now, let's look at holding it yourself. Mindfulness and intention. When you hold the Varada Mudra yourself during meditation or prayer, you set a strong intention of generosity and compassion. In many spiritual traditions, mudras are believed to direct and enhance the flow of energy within the body. Holding the Varada Mudra can help you channel positive energy, create a sense of openness and readiness to give and receive blessings. And thirdly, positive affirmation. By actively performing this mudra, you affirm your commitment to being a source of kindness and support to others. This practice can uplift your mood and foster a positive outlook on life. Other benefits of holding the Varada Mudra, let's look at the next. Encourages practitioners to act with empathy and care for others, fosters patience, morality, and generosity, which can lead to a positive transformation in behavior and character, embodies the power of forgiveness and aligns with Buddhist teachings. Regular practice of holding this Varada Mudra can improve mental focus and clarity. It can help alleviate anxieties related to wealth and material concerns, promoting inner peace and contentment. Can help nurture a sense of safety and trust in the present and the future. It can help practitioners connect deeply with their true self, and it reduces stress and anxiety and insecurity, as well as it helps connect with your spiritual aspirations and fulfills one's deepest desires. Next. So, the 5 fingers of Varada Mudra in Buddhism represent the 5 perfections of generosity, morality, patience, diligence, and meditation. Whether you are praying to a deity with the mudra, Varada Mudra, or holding the mudra yourself, the key is to align your thoughts and actions with the qualities of generosity and compassion that the mudra represents. Both practices help cultivate positive attitude, bring about a sense of peace and fulfillment. And so that's it for preamble, I think. Next. Brother? Yeah. So now we go on to the passage. Om Śri Sāi Varadāya Namaḥ. Salutations to Swami, who is the bestower of all boons. Right. Anyone who wants to read the passage? Saira? Team members? Anyone? Girija, you want to read? Girija? Saira? Okay. Nobody seems to respond. Right. Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba is the bestower of all boons, embodying the qualities of compassion, love, and wisdom. He has the divine ability to grant blessings and fulfill desires, positioning him as a guiding force in the spiritual journeys of all who have surrendered to him. Swami's role as a bestower is rooted in the unconditional love, which is his divine essence. Jesus Christ said, "Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and it will be opened to you." Matthew 7:7. Next. Swami also assures everyone that he will respond to those who earnestly seek him. He encourages individuals to approach him with sincerity and devotion, assuring them that their prayers would be answered in accordance with their spiritual growth. I found that very interesting, actually. He teaches that true boons extend beyond physical or material fulfillment. They encompass spiritual enlightenment, inner peace, and the realization of one's true self. Through his numerous discourses and interactions with devotees, he emphasizes that the ultimate boon is the awakening of love, leading to a deeper understanding of one's purpose in life. Next. I give you what you seek in order to make you seek what I've come to give you, i.e., realization itself. This perspective fosters a journey of deeper understanding that true happiness and fulfillment come only from within. Material desires can serve as stepping stones. Nothing to stop that. I mean, Swami doesn't say it's wrong. It says they are stepping stones leading us towards the higher aspiration of realizing our oneness with the universe and the divine. Swami's life demonstrates the importance of service to others as a path to receive blessings. Through various charitable initiatives and educational programs, Swami's legacy lives on, helping people across the globe. Thus, as a bestower of boons, Swami represents a profound source of inspiration, reminding everyone that true fulfillment comes from love, service, and the quest for truth. Next. So the question is, how will I, in other words, how will we strive to grow in unconditional love, which is my divine essence, and assist in awakening divine love in others, which is the ultimate boon. Right. So our team members, we did try our level best to answer the question. Right. To mirror Swami's divine essence and to grow in divine love and become a source of blessings and love for others, one can incorporate the principles and practices that are going to be mentioned now. By incorporating these practices into one's life, one can aspire to become a channel of divine love and blessings, much like Swami. Remember, the journey for us to becoming Varadāya Namaḥ is a continuous process of self-improvement, love, and service. Next. How will I, going back to the question, how will I strive to grow in unconditional love and assist in awakening love in others? Swami emphasized the importance of unconditional love as the foundation of spiritual growth and self-realization. And here are some ways in which unconditional love was practiced by the team members. My teammates and I will be describing our personal experiences of how each of us tried to practice this concept of Varadāya through the following measures. Next. So we concentrated on the 10, we came up with this. Number 1, cultivating selfless love. Number 2, practicing universal love. 3, serving others. 1 to 3 was done by Sister Maya. She's not here, so I have to read what she has presented, what she has given me. 4, 5, and 6, and 7 will be done by Brother James, and the rest will be done by me. Right. 4 is living in the present moment. 5, meditating and reflecting. 6, enhancing one's spiritual practice. 7, cultivating humility. 8, spreading kindness and compassion. 9, sharing wisdom and guidance. 10, living a righteous life. Okay, next. Right. So Sister Maya elaborated on points 1 to 3. Cultivate selfless love. And according to Swami, love should be selfless and unconditional. This means giving love to others without expecting anything in return. He often said, love is the source, love is the path, love is the goal. A mother's unconditional love for her children is one such example of selfless love. And Sister Maya states that she gives her all, and it's total self-sacrifice on her part to ensure the upkeep, peace, happiness, progress of her children. She braves all in times of trouble to ensure nothing untoward happens to her family. In this process of self-sacrifice and her shower of divine love on her children, she would have easily awakened divine love in her children as well. Point 2, next. Point 2 and 3 are interlinked, universal love and serving others. Swami encouraged the practice of universal love, which means extending love to all beings, regardless of their background or circumstances. He believed that this kind of love helps to dissolve the ego and brings us closer to our divine essence. And Swami also taught us that service to others is a powerful way of expressing love. Next. So Sister Maya states, universal love is unbiased. It's beyond caste, creed, and status. And she says we should be a beacon of light, which I'm sure she has been. And she would guide friends and relatives to do seva without expectations. She herself, in her effort to serve, is involved in the Singapore Association for the Visually Handicapped. And she has joined the Sai Org in Singapore to escort the visually impaired when they want to visit places of worship or recreational parks. She also feels that universal love and serving others should also extend to animals who deserve our warmth and care. We need to look after them like we do our possessions. So I think that's about it for Sister Maya. Now let's go on to Brother James. Oh, by the way, yeah, I did bring some quotes of what Swami says about the points that we just mentioned. Swami says there's no discipline equal to service to smother the ego and fill the heart with genuine joy. And he also says that by serving others selflessly, we can awaken divine love within ourselves and inspire it in others. The devotee should be steadfast and unwavering in any situation. With his mind firmly rooted in God, he should engage himself in service to others, perform actions in a spirit of detachment. Next. Next. Right. Now, Brother James. I don't think I have to read it now. Brother James, please continue.
Thank you, sister. Why just now we don't read it? Because your voice is so beautiful, sister. Very seldom hear you reading, you know. Okay. 4. Live in the present moment. Swami emphasized the importance of living in the present moment and fully aware of our actions and thoughts. This mindfulness helps us to stay connected to the divine essence and act with love and compassion. I think in life, many of us might be practicing this living in the present moment. Because every time when we are free, we will talk to Swami, you know. Swami, what you want me to do? Swami, what can I do? You know. And then whatever circumstances or situation, you will ask Swami. So that is actually living in the present, which is very good because sometimes very outstanding ideas will come to you so that you can solve the situation or at the present moment, what is the right thing to do. I won't say life is easy. We got a lot of challenges, you know. So as long as we have Swami and live in the present, especially when we are free, you know, I think our monkey mind will run everywhere. The best thing is talk to Swami. Swami, what you want me to do? What can I do? Right? These are some of the simple questions we ask ourselves. Then number 5, meditate and reflect. Regular meditation and reflection can help us connect to our inner self and cultivate a deeper sense of love and compassion. Swami encouraged practice like Jyoti meditation to help individual focus on the divine light within. So meditation is how do you say, like in Patanjali Yoga, even Swami said, the 8 step. The last 3 one is concentration, contemplation, meditation, then only samadhi, right? So meditation is like 1 step before samadhi. So of course, Doesn't mean you meditate, you will reach that level. You take years of practice, and not only meditation, but also your other sadhana. For example, you have learned meditation and you practice, you might not get the result as you thought you can. A lot of self-transformation, a lot of, you have to develop love, purity in yourself before actually the blessing of meditation come to you, to what I understand, you know. So even during meditation, like when we do Soham meditation, you know, we say Soham meditation or we say Jyoti meditation, but let's say Soham meditation, which I'm more familiar with, a lot of people doesn't even know, even TM meditation, actually it's not meditation at that level yet. When you started off, it's just contemplation. There'll be a lot of thoughts, you know, there'll be a mantra and all that, you know, and then a lot of confusion, a lot of challenges. And sometimes your mood is not there to meditate. Will you meditate or not? So there are a lot of challenges. And today you got something happen that you are very unhappy. When you meditate, what happened? You think you're going to meditate? No. You're going to, you know, you're going to find difficulty to sit down and really letting go. You know, the first thing in meditating is letting go. Able to let go, you know, when situation happen to you, are not happy. Can you actually sit for meditation? I remember in my early years, meditation after doing many years, whenever I have quarrel with somebody or something that is unhappy, you know, then what happened was the next 20 minutes I go to sit for meditation. I will feel very happy. Because why? During the 20 minutes meditation, right? In my mind, I'll be quarreling with the person the first 5-10 minutes. I'll be justifying, you know, and then I'll be contemplating, you know. But somehow it will clear all your argument, all your ego and all that. When you, after end of the 20 minutes, you come out, all your anger, your frustration, you know, your unhappiness, like I would say 70-80% gone. Even the person want to argue with you, you're so cool, you know, you're so calm, you know. You are no more like at that moment where you really, you know, have different opinion with him, you know. You are become a total changed person if you are a meditator, if you are a regular meditator. That is the sign of a meditator, you know. So it doesn't mean meditator you don't have problems and challenges. They in life we do have, but only that if you are meditator, you become more calm, right? More calm, more stable, and then normally, a lot of situation like because you are very close to God, because meditation you go towards the silent, the bliss. And Swami said, the silent, the bliss is God, you know. So that's why you're very close to the divine, you know. Of course, many of you might not know, but this is what Swami said. And this is what I understand also. From experience, I also know that. That's why when Swami was still there, I go to Puttaparthi every year. And then, you know, when I go to Sakuvan Hall, they will be doing bhajan and all that. But I will be like behind doing my meditation. Because why? Somebody said, this is not my body. I'm in you, I'm around you. So from that aspect, I already knew Swami is in me and around me. And the physical Swami, of course, is the physical Swami. But the higher one, the real one, which is omnipresent, omniscient and all that, is within you, right? So the whole purpose of meditation is to go back to God. Next, Billy. Yeah. Enhance your spiritual practice. Engage in regular prayer and other spiritual practices to deepen your connection with your divine essence. This inner work strengthens your ability to serve and bless others. So, spiritual practice, regular spiritual practice, like we do chanting, we do meditation, we do prayer, always remind us, because the world is so up and down and sideward and all that. But when we go to pray and all that, you know, somehow it calm you down, it slow you down, and it give you a clearer mind. And then you are talking to God as you pray or as you chant, you know, you are with God, you know. So it always come back to one point. And the point is always pure and good, right? Of course, at times you find that even prayers is difficult, especially when you have unhappiness in your work or at home, you know. But at least you have one praise where you actually go back to God and to be with God, you know. No matter how unhappy the event is, but when you come to prayer, even you're unhappy, you pray also, because the meaning of the prayers, the chanting, all that, will automatically like try to pull you back to your original self. Number 7, cultivate humility. Recognize that all acts of kindness and service are carried out by the divine working through you. Stay humble and avoid letting ego take credit of your good deeds. So I always say that you know, in the early years I learned the formula: man minus ego equal to divine. I was so happy, so simple, so innocent. Then later in life, I find that wow, ego, anger and jealousy is ego. Your power can be ego, your money can be ego, your education knowledge also ego, your spiritual knowledge also can be ego. So I asked Swami, how? Everything is ego, you know? So I asked Swami for, I think at least 2-3 months, you know, how to solve the problem. Ego is like almost everything also involved. Then finally one day, the answer just came. Always be humble, loving, and serve. Always be humble, loving, and serve. And that is the essence that, you know, we all should be practicing, you know. And it's very good, although it took me 2-3 months to find the answer. But it's worth it because it helped me through so many years, you know. So whatever we do, the first thing is humble, you know. The first thing is don't let our ego go up. Always be humble and willing to help others. Next. Number 8. Yeah. What does Swami say? Steady perseverance alone will tame your mind. It is only through tame mind that you can experience God. In this case, you must become your own tutor. Train yourself by using the spark of wisdom that has been implanted in you. Once you try with all your might, the Lord's grace will be there to help you forward. This is beautiful. So when every time you pray, you chant, and you meditate, you're taming your mind, right? And then, of course, when you reach after years of practicing this, especially meditation, you can experience God, right? You know God is with you, right? And then the wisdom, Swami teaching, and then like our satsang, we gain so much. You know, even just now, I didn't expect so many beautiful answers from all the brothers and sisters, you know. When you open up, you see everybody got different experience, different understanding, different knowledge. But when we combine, it's like unity in diversity, you know. All right. Okay, next. He watches for a grain of goodness and humility so that he can reward you with tons of grace. Quotation from Śri Sāi Baba. Cultivate humility, which is the hallmark of true knowledge. This is very true. We have to be very careful, especially our position, you know, our knowledge, and how we communicate with people or conduct ourselves in front of others, you know. So always be humble, and Swami will guide, right? With tons of grace. I don't know. I don't think I'll ask for that. But you know, when you do Swami work, there'll be blessing, there'll be merits, and grace is up to him. Because when we desire for grace and all that, then we have objective. Then Swami say, what's your inner motive? So your inner motive because of something, then is no more. Actually, it's the person, your passion and love to do Swami's work. I think that is the most beautiful thing. You know, once you do that, automatic merits, and I think grace will be automatic there, right? But we don't ask for it, right? It will come by itself. I think that's all. Next. Okay. Sister Chantrika. Saira.
Saira. So 8, 9, 10 is spread kindness and compassion. Be a source of comfort and support to those around you. Show empathy and understanding to those you meet. I'll be talking about it for later. share wisdom and guidance, help others find their own path to spiritual growth by sharing the teachings and principles that have inspired you, encourage and uplift them in their journey. Live a righteous life, follow a path of truth, righteousness, and integrity in all your actions. And this sets a positive example for others and aligns you with divine principles. Next. Next. Be a beacon of positivity. Radiate positivity and hope. Your presence and actions can inspire others to find their own strength and divine connection. Next. Next. Yeah. Oh, okay. So these are my personal experiences. As Sai devotees, we have been displaying this quality of Varadāya through compassion and empathy. And I've always believed that the terminally ill need both compassion and empathy. And I found that lending a ear to cancer patients and doing 108 Gayatris for them daily has helped my friends who are still having cancer through very difficult times. Somehow they see you as a beacon of light, a representative of God, guiding them with the little knowledge of spirituality that I have. I do tell them that I chant the Gayatri for them daily, and I tell them that playing Gayatri in the background helps a great deal in improving the vibes around them. And knowing that someone is there caring for them, it helps alleviate their problems. I've done this for at least 5 terminally ill people. And in the past, I've done for 2 cancer patients, Gayatri chanting at their homes just before every chemo. So before every chemo, I go to their house to do Gayatri chanting. And I find this extremely effective. They're both cancer-free actually now. But the not negative love, but I will say, to me, it does consume a great deal of personal energy though. And it requires a great deal of time and effort. Next. Next. Brother Willie? Yeah. Sharing wisdom and guidance is something that I do weekly, being an SSC guru. I read up for my lessons, even now, and I teach. And when teaching, before teaching, by reading, I improve a great deal as well spiritually, and it's time well spent. I also travel to the nearby estates early in the morning on Thursday to do remedial reading for a bunch of kids who can hardly read. And it's been 4 years now, and some can read very well. Others can now read sentences slowly, and I also contribute lesson plans to the National SSC folder. And I also have online classes for parents and students for both bhajans and mantras. Live a righteous life. I try my best to align my thoughts with my words and deeds. I try my best not to disappoint those who look up to me by treading very carefully. And I'm mindful of the way I behave, both at home and outside. 11. Next. Brother Billy? Next, please.
So on.
That's all? Yeah. Be a beacon of positivity. SSC gurus radiate positivity and hope. A guru, or for that matter, an ardent devotee's presence and actions can inspire others to find their own strength and divine connection. Many former SSC students, when they become adults, bring their children to the center. Besides, all the gurus in my center were all once SSC parents or guardians. Former students and parents who turn gurus have been inspired by Swami's teachings and are also inspired by the change seen in their children. Next. Next, please.
Yep.
Yeah. So what does Swami say? God is the embodiment of compassion. Deserve the grace of God by helping the weak and poor, the diseased and the downtrodden. Learn to lead a life of righteousness, truth, love, and beauty. Become beacon lights for the world. Next. By following these teachings, one will grow in unconditional love, realize one's divine essence, and assist in awakening divine love in others. We can embody the qualities of a bestower of boons, bringing love, joy, and blessings to those around us. Remember, this journey is continuous, and every step you take in love and service brings you closer to this divine ideal. Jai Sai Ram. Yeah, that's it. Part 2 will be The answer will be by Brother Rama. I don't know whether we have time for that.
Brothers,
Saira?
do you like to continue now, or do you think we should continue that next week?
We have about 8 minutes more. Maybe what we can do is we can just revise what has happened, what has been presented so far before we go on to this one, which could be another big component. Is anybody like to ask any questions to Sister Chandrika with regarding to all the 10 points she made? Anybody else want to say? Because some of the 10 points that was talked about and then elaborated by all of each person is actually very deep. If we even take some of those things, because at the end of the day, sister, the idea is, we look at Swami is the bestower of boons. Now we turn it into like a mirror. If you see him as a mirror, put that mirror, then it's a reflection of herself. Then how can I be a boon to the world? That's the question that we should be. How can I be a boon to the world? What is the thing that I can do to bring around rewarding experiences for the people around me? So, example, sister, like what you just said, Sister Chandrika, you said that book, people whom you went to read the books to, the children, Balvika's children that you're teaching, and the cancer patient who you were talking to. If you ask me in those various situations, the people who are receiver of that experience that you're conferring is, you are literally at that moment bestowing them, isn't it? Comfort, compassion, peace, happiness.
Yeah.
So they are in the process doing that, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
So this is the thing that we should now look at. See, the whole idea of this Namavali, earlier, but the reason why this whole study circle is directed in this manner is because in the earlier days, probably also in some version, we just look at it objectively and then say, you are the one, you are the one, you are the one. But now we are turning it around as a mirror and saying, okay, if you are the one, then my job is to also become like you in every sense of the word. How do I manifest? Because Baba said, I am God, you are also God. My job is to make you realize you're God. So how do we make ourselves godly? Is by imbibing and absorbing those attributes and qualities, and increasing the frequency of our own vibration and reaching to that level. So now, how do I sanctify my life? What are the things that I should be expending, touching? I think this is the inner quest that we should be making in order to make a difference in the world. So this, can we just spend the next 3-4 minutes contemplating upon this angle, which is the sincere, that is how we should be looking at. Any comments?
Sairam Suresh.
Yeah,
I think what Sister Chandrika shared, because she's very experienced and very knowledgeable. But for maybe some of us may not have started doing Swami's work or be an instrument of God, I think the first step is probably no Swami teaching. I think Chandrika has explained very clearly, and Swami, all the things she's using. Many of us are very clear on what Swami wants us to do. That is one thing. The other thing, those who haven't started yet, I think the first step is, I remember when I was first come to know Swami, Sister Lee Kok Lian, Dr. Lee Kok Lian, after coming back from Puttapati, the first time, and that's where I met Brother Billy Fong and Dr. Suresh, during the interview, So, when I came back, Sister Lee Kok Lian said, James, now you know who is Baba. You should start doing his work. So I was thinking, how to start work? I work, 12 hours, 14 hours. Don't have time to go outside. I need to take care of family and family business. They got time to do, right? So I think one of the things that I did was, for 6 months, I asked Swami. When I was in the shop, no customer, no other thing to do. Swami, what you want me to do? Tell me what you want me to do. every day I ask Swami, you know, for a few months, you know. And then finally, the seva start, you know. But Swami don't come and talk to you, you know. Somehow, friend will come and tell you, or something will happen to you. You know that this is something you can do, and you just do, without any words from Swami. You know. It's to silent. You understand? He's guiding, he's directing, and this thing happened to you, and he know you can do, and he don't even need to tell you. You know. But the first thing is, do we have the sincerity, the honesty? Although you may not think you have time, you know, but then God know all your what I call your free time and all that, you know. He will make full use of it, you know. That's why after coming to Swami, there's so many things that you can do, you know. But if only you very sincerely ask Swami, what can I do, Swami? You show me, I will do. He doesn't need to talk to you. You will know. Silent.
Yeah. So, Brother James one is a good point. It says, see, now if you want to become a boon, we see like our cupboard, if it's full of our own clothes, then we cannot buy. But if you empty those, you'll find it becomes empty. Then when it is empty, you can find it can naturally get filled up. If you look at the video that we have sent on the last week, we had that Gita session with American devotees. That link has been sent to everybody. Please have a look at it because there's some very nice visuals there. There's one session in which the sister, one of the sisters who were doing that program, created three vessels, three beakers, and then she labeled one as higher consciousness, one as a higher consciousness, one as student, and the other one is respect and reverence. You see. And then what they did was they filled up the water. The glass is full of water, then we cannot receive any more water from the higher consciousness. So we have to take out this water and pour it away and create space in order for the higher consciousness water to flow into this beaker. It's a nice video to capture the concept. In the same way, we must start emptying ourselves. If you really want to become a boon, in order to fill ourselves, then we got to ask this question sincerely, as what James said. And then by creating that emptiness within us, it'll get naturally filled up. Then the quest and the passion will come to see how we can expand our borders and do that. But for starters also, like tomorrow morning when we are waking up now, just like now you have a child. Okay, normally how you interact with your child or your children or your husband or family and all that. But now we put an extra ounce of energy into our interaction, extra intimacy in our interaction, extra love or extra service to the people whom we care. That itself is the starting of the blossoming of the expansion of becoming a bestower of the boon. How can we give a little bit more peace, a little bit more happiness, a little bit more love to the people whom around us as a starting point of orientation? Then slowly expand the same thing to other people who come into contact with us. Like that, we expand the consciousness, the radius will expand. So this is how probably we can fulfill this statement of how to become a bestower of boons to other people. Nice, very nice. So thanks, James. Thank you for reminding us. Okay, so like that. So this is 10 o'clock now. It's really interesting. But just keep in mind that all the 108 names are supposed to be like mirrors. We only covered 4 today, and then one more, we want part of the 4th. And the next week, we'll try and see whether we can cover more. But please also read and contemplate and keep the 18 names and go through that nicely, because it has got a very healing effect. You know, if you look at the name and just keep on contemplating, it has got some kind of energy that sort of absorbs you into your meditation deeper. The very name itself. This is why we said my name has got power. Actually, when you really contemplate, it is true. You know, it's got a nice way of bringing you into a kind of a vortex of your experience. So Sai Ram, till we meet again. Thank you so much, Sai Ram, and let's close for the night.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Sai.
So,
Sai Ram.
Sai Ram.
Thank you,
Sai
Teacher. It was
Ram.
wonderful.
Sai Ram.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Sai.
Telegram, brothers and sisters.